Ever since birds made a nest in our backyard, my kids have been paying attention to nature in a whole new way. They named the birds Chocolate and Vanilla, and every single day they check to see if they visited. So I thought, why not make them a little bird bath and fountain of their own? For this DIY, I'm using two planters, one large and one smaller planter for the top. The first thing I did was measure the distance and how tall I want the fountain to be. So I'm going to cut around 12 inches and I'm using pressure treated wood, and I'm going to make a block out of pressure treated wood. So I'll be using 3 pieces. I'm just testing it out here. This is just a test. To make the block, I need to secure these together. So I'm going to be using deck screws. They're going to be 3 inches and they're going to go from the top and the bottom, and this will just hold these pieces together. I'm going to go like this. All right, so I put one in already. So this is what it looks like from this view. And now I'm just gonna seal this, and because when I fill it with water, it needs to be sealed. So I'll seal it probably with silicone. I'll be using this kitchen, bath, and plumbing silicone. I've tried it before and it's completely waterproof and it's a great sealer. But if you don't have this on hand or you don't want to purchase this, there are waterproof tapes that you can use to tape the bottom side of this planter from the inside and the outside to ensure that the water doesn't leak through. To save this for future use, just use painter's tape to keep it closed. This is just freestanding. I will not be using glue. I'm just using soil to center this, and it will be centered with just soil. So now that this is centered, I can start planting. One of my favorite parts about this DIY and why I wanted to make a DIY bird bath with 2 planters is because how customizable it is. You can switch up the planter styles, the colors, and even the flowers to match your space. I chose petunias for the bottom planter because they're really easy to care for, super full, and great for attracting bees and butterflies. And once they start spilling over the edges, it's going to give this planter a whole vibe. They are gorgeous. Now I have this gorgeous base, and once this is dry, that's going to go here. It doesn't look dry, but it is. The next step basically is to place this on top here. And then to add rocks, my kids picked up some rocks from around the house. We don't really need to glue this down. I'm just going to place some heavy rocks in here, and that should be good enough. I decided to use rocks to hold this down instead of gluing it down or securing it into place with something with a PL. It's because I wanted this to be removable so I can clean the rocks and clean this planter easier, because I know it will get messy. I also purchased this solar fountain online and we're just testing it out here. And here's the finished fountain all running. I love how the sound of water instantly makes the backyard feel calmer and more alive. It's such a simple DIY, but it ended up creating a little space, not just for the birds and the bees, but for my kids too. A place to slow down, watch, listen, and stay curious about the world around them. And honestly, those are the kinds of projects that end up meaning the most.